let you know how many people are along.
It's Brody.
He's there somewhere.
Kiwi Minecraft, how are you, buddy?
Nice play.
You are indeed the first. Hey, Kirk. Hello again. 11. Should I just call you 11? That's fine. Okay, cool. Thank you, bud. We are back on, Sean. Kieran Reid looks pretty happy.
He looks like at the end of the game.
Hey, Did Grubber. How you going, man? This is going to be exciting. Yep, that's an understatement. But yeah, hopefully, at least the last game had no cards or anything. So fingers crossed the same for this one. Springbok fan, I really want Ireland to win, but I think the All Blacks having this one. Springbok fan, surely you should support your Southern Hemisphere brethren. So nervous about this game, Jasmine. Yep, it's gonna be tough. Gojira, sorry I missed the first stream. It looked close at halftime. It was fairly close, and then it got even closer, and then it got really not close at all. Irish have taken over the stadium. Yeah. You can call me John if you want. Okay, John is easier. I'll go with John, Mr. 11. So many Irish in the stadium.
It's for the typing.
Am I nervous? Yes. It gets pretty real now, doesn't it? Joe looks nervous. They interviewed Joe before the game, and he said he's nervous, which is fair enough, man. It's like you've built everything 4 years up until this game, so it's time to be nervous. Supporting the All Blacks from a Bok fan. Good man, John. Yep. New Zealand anthems are just starting on my stream as well. No worries. I'll say you're using them correctly. Let's go, you Irish lads. We'll see. Will they do Kapua Pango? Undoubtedly, they will do Kapua Pango. No way they're doing Kamate today. No way. Beast Ford says he's not watching the game. Come on, man. You're watching the game. Which beer first? I took them out the freezer to make sure they're extra cold. Ireland and New Zealand. I got lots of these, and this is my only one of this. Good involvement of the crowd for the anthem. It's a long one. You got to learn it in 2 languages. Gutierrez got goosebumps and as a neutral. Yep. Thankfully, most of you guys are probably neutrals, but a lot of you are not as well. To drown my sorrows. We will see, man. Lots of Irish fans judging by the anthem. We'll see how Ireland's call goes. Are there any Kiwis in the ground? Yeah, Joe, they showed heaps of Kiwis. Come on, man. Okay. If you go and buy anthems, the Irish one's louder. Much louder. Yep, it's louder. Here we are again, Edu. Yes, man. I'm an Englishman, so I got to cheer on Ireland because I don't want England to play New Zealand. Yeah, my mum's laughing at that one. Come on, man. If you want to win the World Cup, you want to do it by beating New Zealand, surely.
Play the best. Play the best.
Are you going to cry when Ireland put 50 on New Zealand? If Ireland put 50 on New Zealand, I promise a tear.
More than a tear. My God. I'll be crying too.
You could be pretty safe if you offer to eat your hat.
Yeah, I never offer that. Mates here told me can't listen to. He's a Kiwi. Fair enough.
See, they're excitable, aren't they?
Pretty passionate.
We've got the right referee for this game.
We do, yes.
Haka time.
It's really good.
They do.
Haka time. You want New Zealand to lose so we can commiserate from an Aussie? We'll see, man. TJ looks pretty fired up.
Aaron Smith used to lead the arguments and he got himself in trouble.
Very good Irish team. Yeah, it is.
Listen to the Irish. Oh,
Cheers, Dion, man. That's cool. Man, the crowd is really going for it, eh? John's heart is racing. Wow.
Look at that, he's severe.
That's a crowd.
Yeah.
So it's full house.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Oh, it has to be a full house.
I honestly cannot
I agree with you.
Yep. Here we go. It says Mark. Here we go. Crowd seems very excited. Yeah.
He's a New Zealand coach.
That's not an understatement.
They are. Yeah, they are. Well, all the coaches are.
Never seen me so stressed. Bro, I'm chill. I'm chill. Shame one of these teams has to go home. Yep, that is the nature of the business. There's only a small group of people holding the fort here in Ireland. Yeah, apparently. Apparently everyone is in Japan. Enjoy the game, lads. Off to watch it with your Irish wife. Enjoy, man. Have a beer, you need it. All right, guys, you guys can call it. Which one? Ireland, New Zealand, Ireland, New Zealand, Ireland, New Zealand. Game is about to kick off. New Zealand, New Zealand, New Zealand, Ireland, then New Zealand. Ireland, because you got so many. Keep the New Zealand to drown your sorrows. I think I'm going to go New Zealand. Both. You have a pass to this game. You never see you much, but enjoy the game. Your friend. All right. Nah, man, this is going to be good. Good to have you guys along. Right. It is New Zealand. My one just kicked off in case you guys are in front. Wow. Scrum early. This will be interesting.
Mhm.
Nigel will be great. Yeah, let's hope it's a good refereeing performance. Hopefully, we're not talking about the ref after the game.
That's for sure.
See, Artie Savia's not going with his goggles.
Apparently they fogged up too.
Yeah, he said they fogged up in the humidity, but the weather's calmed down a bit. Like, it doesn't seem to be as bad as it was during those pool stage games. So,
They might still heat up with your body heat. With body heat.
he just sat here with a massive smile. Interesting first scrum. Can the All Blacks put some pressure on? It's solid.
Kicking wide.
Early kick. We managed to stay on the field of play, which is good.
Both teams trying a few little tricks early.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that mullet,
It's horrible.
it's getting longer.
That's horrible.
I think he's just got engaged as well.
Makes them stupid. It does. It does.
Thoughts on Goodhue's hair? Yeah, it's not my personal choice of do, but each to their own. You're never gonna send the wrong guy off if he's got that hairdo. Oh, Stunder winning a bit high. Yeah, he went in too high. All Blacks turned him over. As a Scotsman, I was supporting England. What a match. It's Nigel Owens, better referee than other referees. He's generally pretty good. That lad needs a haircut badly. Even as an All Blacks fan, I would agree. I'm trying to shut that line out down. Great turnover. Yeah, it was a quick move.
Is that Kane?
Same Whitelock.
Whitelock's on the knee, which is not great.
Not what we want.
Second scrum in 3 minutes. Well, yep. Props need to get to work. Players going for the 70s mustache looks and mullets. Yeah. Interesting fashion choices all around. Nigel's good for the players and supporters flying rugby. Generally, yeah, he's not one to get all pedantic about stuff, which is generally good for the game. Who's that?
Same Whitelock.
Sam Whitelock? No, he doesn't look happy generally.
No.
Is there a white guy who was a lock and called Whitelock? Yes, there is. Hey, Joel. Cheers, man. Yeah, 20K. I just noticed that. It's an awesome milestone to make. I was hoping to make it by the end of the World Cup, so we're early. So it's very cool. Cheers for that, Joel. You've been around for a while. Appreciate the support. Oh, that ball's loose.
Go.
Reese. No space. Already, yeah, I know. It hit 20. Must have been during the last live stream, because I was at 19 something and then it hit 20. Might have to celebrate. Oh, jeez. Was that Stockdale? Yeah, Stockdale went close. Jeez. Oh, he's been penalised, has he?
Get it out, I don't think they would have called. Gee, that was close.
I don't think he was ever going to catch that. He was never going to catch
Deliberate
that.
knock on, yeah.
I don't think it was a little bit knock on.
No, it wasn't one where he really kind of whacked it down. I could still see him gathering that on another day. It was just a bit too far in front of him.
He's got
No,
some blood.
Who's this?
It doesn't take much to make that area bleed.
No, above your eyebrows. It
Above your eyebrows.
bleed like crazy.
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah, llama's coming on. He was definitely going for the gather. Yeah, definitely. He was going in that motion. It was just a bit too far in front. RIP Wallabies. Yep, the Wallabies are done.
Wallabies are going home.
Wallabies are going home. That high line from Ireland, a kick behind could break the defence. Also, Ireland hitting the wings is how they play. Reversing and seeing New Zealand win through broken defence lines and kicks. Could be right. New Zealand are going to take the penalty early, though. Oh, okay. Just a slight clash with Savia's head, but look.
Yep.
Penalty should have been yellow carded. Nah, I don't know. I don't think he was going deliberately to smack it down, even if that's what he got penalised for.
It was just too far in front of him. He was going to catch, trying to catch.
I would have been disappointed to see him get carded for that. No way.
Come on, Richie.
Taking the penalty shows respect for Ireland and that it's a World Cup knockout game and you don't stuff around. You take your points. Not a Carney fan, but when he plays good, Ireland usually win. The guy is defensive genius at the back. So what's a kick? That's right over the dot.
Well done.
What did I miss?
An old lady.
Oh, really?
I might
Really getting into it.
Really getting into it. That's the spirit.
Hold that. I don't know how much they paid for the ticket. A lot. Because you enjoy yourself.
No, I never usually say that phrase. Not usually. We're on the board, take the points. Absolutely. 3-0. Get on the board. High-tech scoreboard. Absolutely.
Watch out for Conor Murray.
Undergone 5 phases. They're still outside the All Blacks 22, though. Ooh, numbers. No. Loose ball.
There we go.
Okay. New Zealand commentators calling him Lamore, which is interesting. Lamore.
Yeah, I got a good halfback in this fall combination.
Oh, I can actually hear the New Zealand fans as well. They're chanting All Blacks.
Ooh, charged.
Buy some flashy fluorescent LEDs for the whiteboard. No. Big Irish crowd. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of Irish fans in that crowd.
Is Amy all right? Andrew? And the kids?
Who's the other colour final? It's Wales and France.
Okay.
Ireland's got their first penalty. Sean, you're being funny. No, man, I can't stream the game. But if you use the VPN link in the description, you can watch it yourself. So controlled because of the family in the room. No, man, I'm just always chill. You know me. Hopefully I don't fall off this chair. We will see. If physicality keeps up, God help the team because they'll be battered. Yes. It's been pretty intense. Almost 10 minutes in.
Seems longer.
Yeah. Joel. Cheers, Joel. Do you think Japan should beat South Africa? Thank you, bud. I would be picking South Africa. It's not to say Japan can't win, but have you seen Rassi's team? It looks pretty deadly. They're going to try and just grind the Japanese into oblivion. So we will see. I think Ireland are going to win. 10 minutes in, it's still too early to say. Look at that last game. It was pretty even at halftime, and then England just blitzed them. Murray is tall. Yeah, Conor Murray's like 1.80 m something. He's pretty big. Imagine if Ireland made it past the quarters. Still a lot of game to go. All Blacks have actually got some attacking play. But the Irish defence is looking pretty deadly right now.
Get it wide.
Ooh, half gap. All Blacks have gone 6 phases. They're making some ground. Longer. Oh, too easy for Carney. Carney reads that like a book.
This is a pretty good meeting.
Is your dad in the room with you? Yes, there's 4 other people in the room with me today. You know it's a big game when there's a crowd.
All relations come to town.
Push up.
Who's going to make the finals? Oh, man. I can't think about it at this moment. Yeah.
Let's go on.
Yes, you have to.
The All Blacks look like they'll be doing well to get through here because the Irish are holding. If the Irish can hold them out, psychological victory to them. But if not, man, look at Furlong. He is fired up. Ooh, they went wide, but they read it. Are you kidding?
Oh, let it go. Moody.
It's so close.
Reed. Well done.
4 meters out, 6 phases.
Here we go.
Oh, Aaron Smith.
Aaron Smith.
Well done, Aaron. Well done. His cheese.
They had to score there after all that pressure.
Yeah.
Ireland held them out for ages.
It's a sneaky little devil, is that Aaron Smith. Just long enough.
Yeah, just good read.
He was just tall enough. To
Oh, and Best just lost his foot a bit.
Good on you, Aaron.
You know the half the New Zealand they scored the most tries. Pure enough. He's got a phenomenal amount of tries, man.
Well done.
Whew. Yep, I'm gonna update the score in a second.
It's actually interesting listening to him too.
Yes, yeah.
14.
Not that I know anything about the game.
That's the important thing to do. The 10 on our side and then nothing on your side.
No, I know, but I'm learning all the time. So
Yeah.
it's-
I think the Super Rugby here is like you saw something like that.
Okay. 10-0. Yeah, I think Joe's right that Ireland don't want to be chasing a game any more than 10 points, that's for sure.
Definitely.
15 minutes gone.
It was like a long one to be there.
$220 from 10. Did you pick Aaron Smith as the first try scorer?
Sorry?
Or someone said that it's made $220
Nice.
from 10.
Nice.
Such a little guy too.
Massive Queensland fan. Oh, I'm sorry to see about the Wallabies, mate.
Did he penalise us for? We'll kick this.
Well, Ireland have just got a penalty.
Mhm.
Only at 50%.
Yeah, I don't know why they kept
Yeah, well, I don't know why they kept him on either because he only got a
Oh, big
50%.
Hollywood. That annoys me.
What was it called?
We'll talk about that.
Take
Yeah.
your name out. What a big Hollywood. It's not as if he was going to get the ball.
You know, I support the region, so
But he was like this. Big Hollywood.
Mm.
Boot it out.
yeah, get rid of it.
That's unfortunate for Ireland, man. They needed to find touch there. Sexton was trying to chew off as many meters as he could,
Good on you.
and Bodie's get under the high ball. Trying to watch the game in the reflection of the whiteboard, huh? Do. Killjoy.
Good on you, Bodie.
It's pretty well done.
Yep. Just as well it didn't. This is when it came
I
off.
just hate it when they pass it on the line.
He banged his head back across the road.
It could have been a disaster.
The Chicago game today. He was on the radio all day.
Never seen the Wallabies win a World Cup or Bledisloe, 18 years old. When I was younger, the Wallabies had a Bledisloe, mate. Rugby union is dying in Australia. I feel like if they put the game free to air, that'd probably help. Richie Morgan isn't good as he here. He's doing all right. He's doing all right. They never advertise it. Yeah, it's a pity.
It's
He had a good game, though.
Will he never
French
get-
referee had a good game.
Yes.
Played all right.
This guy pretty much always has a good game.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, John, he's very popular.
He's very, very experienced. Oh, go,
George. Sure.
Arm around his neck too, as well.
Wow.
Two tries to Aaron. Good on you, Aaron.
2 tries to Aaron Smith.
Well done.
2 to Johnny May and 2 to Aaron Smith.
Well done.
Wow, Aaron Smith with a double.
He's on
Yeah.
fire today. Let's see that again.
That's could be all she wrote. Yeah. Teams have come back,
Yes.
but
Yes, he was supposed to.
you feel like you're better off putting the All Blacks under some scoreboard pressure early, but wow.
That was a damn good take by him.
Pretty good defense. Aaron Smith, man, he's on a dynamic game. Yep.
Just hit the
Just
whitewash.
to go, just wing it.
Yeah.
He's very sneaky.
Wow.
Sneaky little Mary boy that again. Mary or King.
It's a hard one.
This is much harder, yeah.
Man, that's a hell of a kick.
He's a good
That's a
kicker.
hell of a kick.
He's a good kicker.
That's fantastic.
Fabulous. Yes. He's much more.
Wow. Time to get the whiskey out, lads. Yep.
You're buying, I'm in.
Andrew's in if you guys are buying.
Another salon.
He's got him round the neck.
Oh, yeah.
He
That's
can't do
interesting.
that. He can't do that.
Oh man, another penalty.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he'll come back to that.
Who did the tackle on that?
One of the Irish.
Another quarterfinal exit. Poor Ireland. Well, it's not over yet, man.
You can't do that. Look at that.
Execution.
Oh,
That's a
yeah, that
neck
was like a
roll.
headlock.
It's a neck roll.
Dangerous.
That's not a good look from Ringrose.
Red card.
That's not a good look.
He should be at least yellow carded for that.
At least probably yellow card, yeah, and a penalty.
He didn't. He didn't yellow card him.
I think in these type of games you'll find that the refs won't.
He should have bet.
They
No,
will
Australia
try not to
Rugby
give
on
cards if
free
they have to.
view.
But that
That matters. I feel like it does help to be free to
It's
air.
pretty blatant,
but-
I gotta admit.
It's not free to air in New Zealand, but it's the biggest game.
Oh, let's go
Okay, well, something finally went Ireland's way with the line-out steal.
They should have had a yellow card.
They might be cited afterwards.
He probably will be. I mean, I don't blame the referee
Yeah, it's
for
not
not
having a good game.
giving him anything
Hmm.
because they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't.
Mm.
Yeah, but that was
They
a
can't do
straight
New
that.
Zealand look like they want more points, guys.
They are.
Yes, that's right.
hoping an All Black would have done it.
Yes, then you'd be.
How far can Ireland go behind before they need?
Special project
Oh,
is
good.
organised.
Good steal. Okay, maybe a bit of momentum going for Ireland. Maybe. New Zealand conceded a penalty. Yes. The crowd is making their voice heard again.
Not releasing the ball.
Not releasing the head, doesn't it?
Mm.
Doesn't seem to.
No.
Mm.
No.
Was it O'Mahony that got both of those steals? Ireland need a 4-leaf clover and fast. They need some points. That's what they need. Now would be a good time. 25 minutes in. Just outside the All Blacks 22.
It did look like a 40 pass.
Oh, I've knocked it on.
Turnover.
That's not what they needed. I am from New Zealand, mate. And the All Blacks don't want to kick it.
No, they don't. Some good handling there.
Some half gaps.
Inside, right? Outside.
Look, bro. They'll claim he did nothing wrong.
He's penalised the All Blacks for that, hasn't he?
No, no.
Yeah, no, the ball was still in. Healy grabbed it, but it was still in. Hmm. Sorry, man. I am getting a bit distracted. Discipline costing. Yep. New Zealand look like they are hungry for more points. Big time. Lama's back off again. Henshaw's back on. Starting to feel like a repeat of the last game. I'll say that Ireland need to score.
Yeah, dangerous he would say.
Aaron, can you make it 3?
Oh, I almost lost the ball.
That's fine, all right.
I am curious to see how many minutes he's going to go anyway, Retallick. Looks like our forwards can play at 10 as well. Yeah, most of the All Blacks guys have got pretty good hands. 5 phases, 6. And the Irish 22. They don't want to concede here. Even a penalty would make it 20, which is mentally is not nice. Time left. It's 27 minutes gone. All Blacks 8 phases into the Irish 22. Still not really going anywhere. Oh, and it's been dropped. Knocked it on. That's important for Ireland. They needed that one. Hansen doesn't look happy.
So they just put a lot of those tries in those early games. So they know what
Quarterfinals need to be competitive, Ruben. Yeah, the last one, believe it or not, was competitive for about 45 minutes, and then it wasn't. 2 converted tries, and that gap is closed. Yeah, that's true.
Back, not forward. I thought that
Sounds
That
easy.
wasn't the one, though. I don't think that was the
Wasn't
one.
it? Okay.
I don't think so.
Big Brody is a third string fly half. Yeah, if you watch the Springboks, Sneyman is like a second string fly half.
Yeah, right. When one of the Irish is injured
Oh,
down
okay.
there on the ground, so they won't be waiting for him.
When Ireland played Scotland, they were lucky to get a win.
Yes.
Scotland won on form. Yeah, Scotland were not good in that game, and Ireland were monstering them.
I saw the highlights of that Japan, that Scotland game. Gee, that was a good game, man. That winger for Japan is good. He's so quick.
Did you see the Australia in one game?
We're picking the middle to close gaps. Is exposed.
You should come around for that.
The All Blacks are good at finding wide spaces, that's for sure.
You should come around.
Yeah, I'm watching the game back in nearly the 20th minute. Why are you so far behind? Ireland should worry AB's still in third gear. Yeah, ABs can still pick it up from here, I would say.
We'll be watching tomorrow night's games if you want to come and watch. I won't be. He will be.
From Wellington. Canes fan. All right, play is finally resumed. We've had a scrum, and Ireland need to exit their own 22 in a productive way. 28 minutes gone.
Just concentrate.
Doing well to be only 17-0 down. Yeah, the ABs have had a couple of half gaps, but Ireland have managed to close them. Oh, Reese has just found another one. That was forward. Will Ireland counter or will they kick? Had to pause game. The wife was going shopping. Come on, man. Priorities. Then again, happy wife, happy life. Barrett's had a couple of high balls. It's Bowden. He's doing all right. Sam Whitelock's on the wing.
What was he doing on the wing?
What was that ball? It was the All Blacks.
Holding on, maybe.
Look at what Japan and Samoa did. Ireland didn't put them to bed. Japan put Ireland to bed, and Samoa slowed them down. Russia did it as well. Always dreamed of a New Zealand-Wales final. It could still happen, but both teams need to get wins in these current games first.
It's like an extra, at least an extra hour on one day.
I don't know your wife. You're right. I don't know your wife.
going to like it, isn't it? As you get older, it does.
I know. Oh, tackle. Go.
Uh-oh, here's trouble.
Go, Bodie.
Bodie's doing his 2015 job again. Wow.
Bodie.
Ireland finally gets some ball and New Zealand gets some points. Damn.
Hasn't given it yet.
Is he not?
Nope.
What's he? He's going to check something.
Next time, you like a fair try, buddy. Can't deny
On-field decision is try.
Must be something that happened before.
He thinks there's a knock on somewhere.
Morgan got the first kick. He's behind him.
No, he's saying a knock on is what he's looking
I
at.
don't think it was knocked on.
Yeah.
Guessing, but it looks like it might be Nigel Allen's last World Cup too.
Mm-hmm. He's getting on.
Yeah,
We've kicked it,
Yeah, it's done a good job.
yeah.
so it's a try.
Just it's pretty tough for someone of his age
It's
keeping
not
on.
bad, it's not forward.
Yeah, he was behind the ball.
Yeah.
He's just checking that Morgan got back on side before he
Yeah.
kicked the ball.
Yeah, which he did.
Always lowering.
Oh, the black player never touches the ball.
No, it didn't.
Okay, so he's not going to be offside.
No.
Like both score.
Because they'll complain.
Try time.
Yay.
Bodie.
I don't know where they also get New Zealand gets preferential treatment.
Well, they do. You should read some of the journalists in the paper.
No.
Oh, they do. Some of the journalists, boy, they go in particularly up
Try yes or no? It was
to,
yes.
this game. Some have been really bad.
Mm.
We cheat. We cheat.
Where?
Apparently we cheat every game.
Does he get the kick?
And
South
the
Africa was the same.
referees are
They're
always
playing very
on our side.
He said he's not his player, but he's a Sydney's player as well. He's pretty good.
Does he get the kick? Stop. They're already dead. Simpsons reference. He's missed that one.
Missed that one.
Nearly got it.
Straight across front. Yeah.
So 3 tries,
It didn't go anywhere.
3 converted tries to get 1 point behind. It's not looking good for our own people. It's looking very good for the All Blacks. My mum is happy.
Very happy. He's got to keep it up. No slacking off.
Disappointing whitewash it is so far. Not disappointing if you're an All Blacks fan. But in terms of a spectacle, there's not been much tension in it.
We owe them one.
Bodemania. Like Hulkamania.
We owe them one, eh? score from last time.
Rugby version of gratuitous violence. Yeah, it's been pretty one-sided so far. If it was boxing, it wouldn't be pretty. Oh, and Murray's knocked it on.
Trying to do a smart one. And
Yep.
Come off.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He left the ball behind, eh?
I think he tried to do a sneaky back
Mm.
flip pass.
Mm.
Right there, Jenny, you want something to eat?
No, fine, thanks.
No, do
34 minutes gone. 22 minutes. Now I know why people were mentioning Roy McIlroy. There he is. Scrum time. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the stats at halftime because they feel pretty one-sided. We haven't had much play in the All Blacks 22. Oh,
Well, see,
40 minutes.
disappointed. I think Ireland need to score next, make a game of it, but they've just knocked it on.
Bits around the neck as well.
And then there's Murray giving away a penalty for a high shot on Smith. Oh, man. It's not good. Poor kick. Haven't seen that yet. It's not like Steve Henson to get that expressive. Oh, that's a bad kick, all right.
Who picked that?
More.
Yep.
It's not like him.
Eh?
It's not like him to make such a bad kick.
It is uncharacteristic.
The distance rather than.
Yes. Better to get accuracy.
Steve Henson looks more approachable this World Cup than previously. Maybe it's because he knows he's leaving the job after the end of this one. He doesn't have to worry about it. New Zealand will just sit on the egg in the second half. Well, they've already got the lead. All they need to do is not blow it.
I think the Japanese nation is the second most favourite team of the All Blacks, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to make your own entertainment at this point.
Andrew?
Yeah, they do.
The crowd has gone quiet. Mm-hmm.
Kieran Reid up, which is
Yes, he's going.
And a free kick.
Yeah, that must be pushed prematurely.
Mm.
Look at poor Joe. Certainly not the way he wants to go out if it's going to be the way, but still 40 minutes of rugby to be played. Joe is stunned. Anyone got any good jokes? What was that one from the last stream?
Oh, Chip said.
The jokes are the ones with green jerseys, isn't they?
Oh, shots fired. Someone says for jokes, Ireland being number 1 in the world. Youch.
Just,
Anyone got the score?
oh, wait.
Maybe there.
You want a drink?
No, fine, thanks.
Ireland's kick to Earls is not a good one. And Murray's kick. Yep.
What's he doing a bit?
What happened?
The score at half time is 22-0.
Murray's not happy about something.
Oh, it went off the All Blacks foot.
Ah.
That's what he's not happy about.
Yep, it was off Moonga. They should have
Yep.
seen that.
They
It took a
should.
huge deflection.
I've missed a couple of things.
From
there.
Nevada. Nice one, man. I think you're the first person from Nevada in a stream. April, you're back. How's Liam doing?
Almost half time.
Ireland, they got 30 seconds. They're in the All Blacks half. They got a line out.
Can they do anything?
Something needs to happen. Kiwi from Nevada, nice. Won the line out, which seems to operate pretty well today, actually. It's been one of their weak points. The hooter has just gone. Murray with a snipe. They're going forward, inching closer.
Stand up.
7 phases. They're getting closer, but it's slow progress. Got advantage, so that's a first win. But Brody Retallick gathered it. Thank God the Hooters gone. Maybe Joe Schmidt can give some kind of inspiring speech. They need it, man.
I think they need 7.
They need it. What time is left? Half the game to go.
They're going to go for a try.
Yeah, they're going to go for the try.
I have to, really, don't they?
Not going for 3.
Got a long way behind, so they need to go for the line.
Right. This is
Distance, yeah.
a big moment.
Wayne Barnes is on the sideline.
Right, the lineout's been good up until this point.
It was an English game.
It was Angus. Yeah.
They got it. More. It's going backwards. Best broke off in time. Still alive. Just. Don't count your chickens. Exactly. There's still half a game of rugby to go.
Trying to roll the All Blacks backwards.
Well, advantage.
Oh dear.
Whatever that tackle he was looking at must have been a bad one.
Must have been. Well, they've done 2 bad ones, so it'd be interesting to see what he does with this one.
Oh, just tackling
Tackling going up.
the ball.
Oh, that's Irish guys were going in, so he was trying to stop the ball carry. Just got the
Nigel Owens giving a bit of a lecture. Tackle off the ball's the penalty.
What's he looking at now?
It's not going to give him the cards.
They're going to check your clean out.
So what are they checking for?
God knows.
I don't think there was any foul play there, Nigel.
What?
Is it the Kiwis that are
Oh,
looking
that's
out?
bloody Hollywood again. Geez,
Hey?
it annoys me.
Just that from a Mahoney? Surely not that.
This here.
Come on.
It's nothing.
Come on.
There's nothing there.
Move along.
Can't get a card.
Move along. Move along.
He leaned with his shoulder. Led with his shoulder.
Come on.
They all do it. See, he led with his shoulder.
Yeah, it's a bit dumb, but. So you're going to reverse the penalty because of that? Reverse penalty.
Yeah. That was just dumb on his part for doing that. Kick it out.
I'll probably moan about that now.
Of course they will.
Makes up for a couple of head highs, doesn't it?
Well, it does.
Yeah, that's not a game changer, that one, but it wasn't the smartest. 22-0 at half time.
Nice toilet now.
Nice one.
Oh, man.
Anybody got a drink for him?
No, no, no.
This chair's not comfortable, people.
Andrew and I'll have coffee.
Andrew doesn't.
Oh, my back.
You want tea?
Oh, I got up.
Another beer.
No. Might have a coffee afterwards.
Yeah, it's not been going well for Ireland. That is true.
Oh, come out anyway.
I'll have coffee.
John, £3. What's that for, man? Cheers, man.
They
My
don't
back.
do it as much as what they used to.
40
Thank you.
They make you do any cooking in Wellington.
Stats: Ireland have never progressed past the quarterfinals. That is true. Gonna blame the ref. Oh, surely that one's not a game changer. It was just a bit silly, but they did need to score points before half time, so not good.
Was David Lee?
South Africa are the only ones who can challenge the All Blacks. England next week, maybe, but you've still got 40 minutes of rugby against Ireland to go, so no point in counting any chickens.
Took grandkids down to the park yesterday, to the library. Took them to Jellicoe Park and 16 players.
Tim, what are you talking about cut-out passes?
Yellow tapes.
Feeling a little bit more relaxed now, says Jasmine. Yep, it's 22-0. It's looking pretty good, but what a first half here for sure. One-dimensional. They need to show us something else in that second half, man. It's not been. Why aren't you more excited? The game's not over yet, and I don't know. I'm inwardly excited.
And wait for mac and cheese to come on.
Chocolate break. Janine and Andrew bought some chocolate chip cookies, which are sitting right down there on the floor, but I'm not sure how well they go with beer.
Yeah, just like coffee. We go there tomorrow. You want to go there tomorrow?
Odds are 50-1 on the ABs. When is Japan versus the box? It's this same time, but tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like the 11 o'clock game here in New Zealand.
Okay.
All Blacks England will be amazing. Well, All Blacks still got to do a job in that second half. They cannot sit. Do you remember a certain game against France where we were ahead at halftime and then managed to lose? 2007. So, yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Ireland are in bits. Yeah.
No rush, eh?
Waikato Aroha over here for sure, man.
Oh,
Bit of Waikato. I do like the Waikato.
is it a hard draw?
Liking the game of the ABs. Greetings from Norway. Yeah, man. The ABs are playing some nice rugby. It's a pity Ireland aren't bringing it a bit more. But like I said, the game is not over. Nobody wins a game in 40 minutes.
I see the right.
Let's check the stats.
You been over that
I
road?
feel like it's not going to make pretty reading for Ireland.
We usually go that way. Not sure he gets past that.
Run meters.
State Highway 4.
214 to 93. Could be worse. I've seen worse. Possession is somehow 50-50. Territory is somehow 57-43. It feels like it's been more one-sided than that, to be honest. But
Yes, eh?
yeah.
It's a mess. It's not
Wow.
It's,
Here's an interesting stat. Tackling percentage. New Zealand,
I see some of the local residents in
99%. 74 out of 75. Wow. That is almost unheard of. Irish attack needs to do something different. Ireland's at 85, which is still pretty good. 56 out of 66, but man, 99% is a lot better. Cheers, John. Feeling a bit more relaxed now, but still a bit nervous. It's a pretty good looking scoreline thus far, man. But cheers, thank you for that. 99%. Wow, exactly. That's unheard of, man.
no.
Penalties conceded is 6 to the All Blacks, 5 to Ireland, so nothing much doing there. Let's check the handling errors. That's another killer for Ireland. Knock-ons.
Yeah.
3 to the All Blacks,
Just
7 to Ireland. It's just not happening, man.
down the road, they've got,
It's just not happening.
that goes through the wetlands. Like an eye to the beach. It's quite a long way.
My local is an Irish pub. Feel sorry for the Irish boys.
Maybe globals.
Yeah, so far not so good. Gazza, they want to know what you thought of the first half.
Constructive.
There you go.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Constructive.
Yeah.
In Brazil following the game. Good thing, Mario. Did you see the Mitre 10 game between Hawksby and Otago? Didn't that one go like extra time or something? I didn't actually see it. I was out. I took Gazza out for dinner with the fam. So yeah, I didn't see all of it. I saw part of it. Dad has been on briefly. He's still in the room. Sorry to our Irish brothers, but don't look good. I can tell this All Black team ain't finished and I want the game badly. All Blacks all day.
Get a container so you can take this.
Yes. Ireland are mentally down. They should regroup. Joe Schmidt's going to have to say something magic at halftime. That is for sure. How long till halftime ends? Probably 5 more minutes, maybe a bit less. Sexton needs to send down a vicious Sancho crushing Yorker to Moonga. It's Ireland's only chance. Isn't that cricket? Are you trying to say they got no hope? This match is obviously over. Time to prepare for New Zealand against England. Still 40 minutes to go. Ireland's halftime game plan break Barrett's leg. Which Barrett? Ireland got hamstrung by their centres clashing heads in the first 5 minutes. Could be a factor. I feel like it's probably more to it than just that. Irish is failing on their attack. All Blacks defence just don't sleep. It's a score like that. AB's dangerous and worst communicating. Two tries for Aaron Smith. Indeed. Ireland peaked at the wrong time. 2018 definitely seemed to be their year at the moment. But if you got a 40-minute comeback to come back from 22-0 down and beat the All Blacks, that would certainly make 2019 look pretty good. Are you the only one with the All Black shirt in the room? Yes. End of an era for the Irish. Well, there's a fair few guys who will be coming to that kind of end of career moment. It's true. Irish attack's always been one-dimensional. They do seem to have been worked out to a degree, don't they?
He's coaching in France.
Who will play New Zealand in the semis? If New Zealand hold on to this lead, they'll play England. What's the score?
Yes.
Yeah. Ireland are doomed. This is literally the only TV I watch other than live sport. I'm not sure if I should feel sorry for you or what, man. But that's good to know. Cheers, I appreciate it. So many unforced errors from Ireland. They need to be pretty much flawless in the second half, you would think.
You won't find the money here.
We don't have the population to support it.
As long as the Poms and Aussies don't win, you're happy. Well, the Aussies are out already. Ireland are $75 head-to-head. Wow. Nobody's doomed yet. Ireland should score soon. Yeah, I mean, people have come back from greater scores before, but it's going to be bloody hard. Which beer are you having? I'm almost finished with New Zealand. The others in the room, I mentioned them in the previous stream, but it's my mum, my dad, and their friends, Andrew and Janine. They are here to watch the game.
When Ireland were at their peak was last year. This year they've struggled.
Is it lager or ale? It's Heineken. What is Heineken? Lager. There you go. I knew that. I didn't have to check the bottle.
I thought he'd be tired.
No Lion Red for a New Zealand game. The official beer of the World Cup in New Zealand is Heineken. Not a real beer. Yeah, but it's the official beer.
Gary's going and Greek's going.
Need some Waikato draft.
Are they going with anybody?
I don't even know if I've ever tried Waikato draft.
Probably not. I wouldn't think. I don't know.
All Blacks are going to pick up the pace. Be interesting. Ireland look lost, especially in the contact. They seem hesitant at times to take the ball into contact. Spates is the best. I've tried a fair bit of Spates. Ireland haunted by the quarterfinal of hoodoo. The quarterfinal hoodoo, I think, is definitely a mental factor.
More confident now.
The Irish media will have Nigel Owens headline in the news. I hope not, because I don't think there's been anything that controversial, right?
I think the All Blacks have to play pretty badly to lose this game.
I thought they would cream it, and then I started reading.
Do you
about
drink
all the
Jim
Irish
Beam?
winning
Oh,
two
from
games.
time to time, but not regularly. Scotland came back 30 8-0 to draw versus England. It's true. So it's happened before. I'm not sure what the biggest comeback to beat the All Blacks would be.
I think they
I don't
Someone might know.
All Blacks to lose because someone else.
I think the official beer in Japan is Corona. No way. The stadium's plastered in
As far as
Heineken
I'm concerned,
everywhere.
if they get beaten by a better team, fine. But they shouldn't be just not playing well so somebody else can win. You know? The other teams have got to play.
England versus New Zealand prediction. We're not there yet. Well, it's getting late. Pressure got to Owen. Connor couldn't handle it. He's not having his best game. Probably the biggest comeback is France. Yeah, probably 2007 France would be one of the biggest comebacks for sure.
Lost to France.
Why did you hang toilet paper on the wall behind you? You're not a Bulls fan or not a Stormers fan?
They got 3 tries in the second half and beat us. Like that was one of the biggest comebacks.
Official beer in Japan is Asahi. Your wife tells you the stadium is literally full of Heineken banners. It has to be Heineken, surely.
What are we going to do? We're going to follow the Blues next year.
New Zealand lager.
Nobody.
Has to be the Blues.
Blues and the Chiefs probably.
High amount of off the ball stuff that Owens is missing. I must be missing it as well. We're talking like tackles off the ball. I know a couple of those have been penalised. Will there be another World Rankings video? Yes, definitely. There's a bit of a break between games this week, so I'll definitely do a World Rankings one at some point. Asahi is a good beer. It's probably better than Heineken. That's true. I'm a Bulls fan, so I like the flag behind you. Yeah, unbiased rugby sent me this flag, Donovan, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Just the muscles on there.
Seems like you've gone from Rugby Channel to a beer channel. It does happen, doesn't it?
Japan wasn't supposed to beat Ireland and Scotland.
Okay, getting ready for the second half.
Now, we should have seen South Africa.
Doing a good job there, Mark.
Thank you, Geza. You got a final score prediction, Geza?
No, better not. I'm sorry, the rugby Bible will probably be wrong again.
Thanks, Ruben. Yeah, 20K, man. It's crazy. Cheetahs fan. Nice. That's not a good start to the second half for Stockdale.
Scott Barrett's on.
Does that mean Retallick's off?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So Retallick's playing half the game.
That was a high
It
tackle
was a
too.
high tackle.
Is this AB side better than 2015? I wouldn't have thought so, but maybe. 2015 side had McCaw and Carter.
Maybe not so many stars in it, but more rounded teams.
Maybe. Maybe that's true.
In my opinion.
You can hear the commentary. All right, I'll try and talk more to disrupt any algorithm thinking I'm spamming stuff or dodgying.
Or Retallick's still on.
Wonder why Sam Canda's off. They haven't mentioned it.
He's off.
Yeah, Sam Kane.
Who has Scott Barrett replaced? He's replaced Retallick.
Retallick's still on.
Is he?
Yeah, look,
Yep.
he's
Oh, he is right there.
Sorry, it's
Same
Kane.
Kane.
Oh, so it is just Kane. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we got mixed up as well.
They told us.
Oh, we never saw it. I never saw them.
Yeah, the commentary team here thought they'd replace Retallick as well. Why would they replace Retallick though? No, not Retallick. Kane.
Hey, maybe
They said someone had a sore wrist.
Yeah.
Hmm.
well done, Janine.
We need to make a stop to these mullets. Maybe if they win the World Cup, he'll get rid of the mullet. I don't know.
Can always hope.
Foxy.
Hmm.
Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, see, he got the ball and the tackler at the same time.
All Blacks are just able to get those passes away, eh? What was that?
It was a drop kick,
Was that a drop kick?
apparently.
I want to see a replay of that because whatever that was ugly.
It was ugly.
I think when we lost to Ireland last year, Barrett got drop goal and 2 penalties.
They're not going to replay that because it was too bad.
Mm.
Have a beer and an invite to the wake. Not going that well, John, is it? For you boys. All I'll say is there's still 35 minutes. But
Go, George.
cheers, man. But it's not looking pretty.
Mm. Go, go, go.
Pass it. Yeah. Out.
Man, the Irish defense better watch out.
Somebody's lost their boot.
Yeah.
Duty.
Ooh, Aaron Smith wanted a third.
He did.
Whoa, that got charged down.
A lot of pressure.
Mm. Why would they not bring Matt Todd on if they're taking Kane off anyway? Like
That's what they were saying.
the like-for-like replacement would be Todd. Maybe they want to give.
Maybe because they've taken a couple of our lineouts.
Don't know. Cheers for doing the stream. Yeah, I feel like less effective in the stream because I feel like I'm focusing on this one more than I would have normally with the other games when I'm a neutral. But hey, it's still good to have you guys here.
How you doing, Wilson? Already.
Extra line out option. Yeah, you could be right, man. That's what my mum said actually. Hurts to a bit, but I reckon England are a fair shot.
Yeah, dangerous.
Nah, it's all good, man. I enjoy doing it. Moody looks a bit sore.
I think we'll see the All Blacks start to bring on some of their replacements soon.
Yeah.
I'll probably bring on Tarbell and Tanafasi. Probably around about the 50-minute mark, I'd say.
England don't have a bench like the ABs.
Yes.
I'm from Ireland, and it's so depressing to watch them play with basically no creativity. You're welcome, Keegan. Yeah, man. The fact that the All Blacks tackling percentage at halftime is 99%, which I don't think I've ever seen before. It's not a good sign.
I think the crowd will be enjoying this game.
I don't think it'll be one,
Well, the Japanese will be enjoying this game.
Under 130 to 1. Wow. They could sure use to get the ball out of their own 22. I don't think the backs are going to get the ball anytime soon.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
Well, who scored so far? Barrett and Aaron Smith. The forwards are getting jealous.
Yeah.
Nope, they have released them.
They're tackling desperately. Ireland.
6 phases,
Who goes? He's so strong.
7 phases. Oh, Reed with the offload.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's a forward.
Cody Taylor.
Still don't like scoring.
What an offload is right. Is absolutely right.
Tried to rip it off him and he won't let it go. Straight through the leg.
Is that game over now?
Just about, I think, son.
Yeah.
Keep watching just to make sure.
29-0.
I wouldn't pick that score.
Not at all. Some people were.
Hmm?
Some people were picking a high score.
Yeah.
No, as long as they don't take their foot off the
Well,
pedal.
exactly. I think they're likely to.
If they don't,
Mm.
40-0.
It could be.
How far are we into the game?
Just doing the replay.
52, 53, is it?
48.
48 minutes, yeah.
49.
Take
I
a
was
fuzzies
saying.
on.
49. Oh,
Towels on.
The crowd is quiet. Yep.
Especially if they're Irish.
Yep. They were loud at the start and it's gotten quieter. I don't blame them. They have not had much to cheer about in this one.
They got a penalty.
Ireland have won a penalty.
Ooh, that was a bit silly.
I wonder when Hansen starts ringing more of the changes. Tataval's on. Scott Barrett's on.
Take a fuzzies on.
Is Tungafasi on as well?
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was him that gave away that penalty.
Ah.
See?
Oh, yeah. I love Nigel Owens' finger.
You do
But
not
he
want
must have.
you do not want the referee waving the finger at you because you don't want to get a yellow card. Even with
Maybe
29.
Geordie will get a run. Yeah, I hope they give some of the guys a run.
Looked like
If it's
he must
5 minutes to go.
Still believe in the Irish. I mean, it's not impossible, but
You don't want them to get a
it's
try.
very unlikely at this point.
Make them.
What are the odds of the Irish getting a win at this point?
It's
Got 100 to 1.
I think it was more than 101 before the try.
So 130 to 1, was it?
Yeah, something like that.
I saw someone talking about doing the only thing Ireland have got when they up against it is trying to do more of the same more brutally.
Mm. I'll send you $100 US if Ireland win. If you send me $100 US, I'll send you $100 New Zealand. Exchange it. Hundy for a hundy. Your Super Brew seems to be shot. I think I picked the Aussies for the last one, but I certainly picked New Zealand for this one, but not by this much.
No.
He's making sure he gets it out this time rather than going too much distance.
Leonard Brown hairstyle. Is it for a bit? Oh, it's not as bad as Moong, not as bad as Goodhue. I offered that guy 100 New Zealand for 100 US.
Didn't take you on?
One of the South African guys has offered me 100 Rand for 100 New Zealand dollars.
It's not a good deal.
It's about as good a deal for me as the other one for the other guy.
What's a rand worth?
Not as much as the dollar.
Not as much as it used to be about
No.
40 years ago.
No.
I think the South African economy is pretty weak enough, Andrew.
100 New Zealand dollars is $63 US. Yeah, New Zealand. I think the New Zealand dollar is not worth that much at the moment either. I think it's going down in value.
Yeah, it is.
Compared to the Australian.
I had a haircut like that in the 80s. It was called a mullet. Yes, it's still called the mullet. And Goodhue's got one in 2019.
Oh,
Great.
Yeah. He's had a really good game. Smith.
he is having a good game.
Springboks call the replacements the Bomb Squad. Well, they've picked 2 locks on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got Sneeman and Moster on the bench.
No Lucio.
Catherine's here. Hockey here
Yeah,
is
6
classic.
boards or 5.
Jaromir Jagr had some good haircuts over the years, that's for sure. Ireland are only a good side when they have a lead to defend. Every time they have to chase a game, they come up short. The All Blacks always do better when they get a lead and then just teams open up when they try to catch them. And that's when you punish them. So, yep. Your sister shaved your dad's mullet off or something.
He's on,
Yeah, he's on. Go, Sibo! Wow, he's so strong.
He's strong for little guy, man.
RJ asks, or says, don't think England will be able to stop this AB side.
Hope not.
My mum just said she hopes your English side won't be able to stop this All Black side. Cheers, RJ. It's time to tackle Ireland.
Physical.
Remember, England just put 40 points on Australia,
Mm.
and Australia gave us a hiding in the Rugby Championship once. We went to give them a hiding in return a week later, but still. If England end up playing New Zealand, which at this point looks pretty likely, then I think it should be a good game. It was only, what was it, 2 points or 1 point in it last year? So
1 point we won by
1 point.
16-15. Could be a final within a final.
But cheers, RJ, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, we're grinding away.
Wonder how long Retallick's going to go for.
Maybe the whole game.
Maybe 80 minutes.
Mm. But this is he's only had half the game since
30 minutes is what he said.
30 minutes.
He's done a lot of training though.
For a big man.
Yeah.
He's got a big motor.
Well, Hanson called him a freak.
Does Ireland even stand a chance? At this point, it's the slimmest of slim.
Well, they weren't happy with that decision.
I think they weren't happy because he tracked the ball in. Not,
I'm going to check the TAB, which is the
stopped them from
sports.
getting it.
Oh, Matt Todd's on now.
The sports. Oh, speak of the devil. Retallick has just gone off. Ireland are paying 101 here in New Zealand to get the win. And you can't put money on New Zealand to get the win at this point.
Yeah.
I think he got a stinger.
Yeah.
Ireland have lost the ball forward.
Must have been a knock on, wasn't it?
Man,
Yeah.
it's going from bad to worse, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
We knocked it on.
okay.
apparently.
The All Blacks knocked it on.
Oh, he's not supposed to do that anyway.
Ireland needed 5 scores with no response, no chance.
He's right.
Yeah, that's true. If they scored 4 converted tries, that'd still only be 28. That's if the All Blacks don't score any.
I like the way he explains things to the players.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
I hope Australia sacks Checker. I think Checker's already gonna step down. I'm fairly sure.
He's had a good game.
Checker for the next Ireland coach. No, that's Andy Farrell. A few All Blacks fans there.
What's the relation between Andy Farrell and Owen Farrell?
He's his dad.
My dad, yeah. I thought so.
Why the old shirt? Because I haven't bought a new one. They were expensive.
Andy Farrell used to be with England, didn't he?
Yep. Last time we lost in a World Cup with our best team.
Yeah, I remember Andy Farrell coming out on the 2017 Lions tour. It's part of their coaching staff.
It's 58 minutes gone. Penalty to Ireland, so maybe some momentum. Goodyear has a head like a half-eaten quiche.
This is just good.
Nice.
A hairy half.
Oh, he didn't get it out.
Oh man, they missed
That was a
touch.
big mistake.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Oh,
Didn't get
the other one
either.
didn't go out either.
I mean, generally, if you're going to beat the All Blacks, you've got to be pretty much on your A game. Ireland haven't been there, have
They
they?
have to give them the score first, I think.
Even then, there's no guarantee.
I mean, they've been brave, but and gutsy, but they just haven't got the finish they had a couple of years ago.
April, you're back. Who's the voice with you? There's 4 others in the room, April. My folks and their friends.
Oh, go, Bodie.
Man.
Wow.
Has any quarterfinal team ever been shut out before? I'm not sure. Has any quarterfinal team ever got 0?
I don't know.
It's a good question.
Google that.
Bancols is on. Karen Arrow's on. So they did them, Aaron Smith.
Yes.
I believe England have the players to beat the All Blacks next week.
He never used to.
Oh.
Wow.
The guys in the chat have told me that something is about to happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he goes a try. 7. Go 7.
Oh, Reese is a meter out.
That'll be for sure.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, Matt Todd.
Matt Todd won't score an easier one than that.
Good job.
Wow.
Almost 7. Almost. So they must be just a fraction ahead of us, are they?
Yep. Wow.
I never think this score.
No.
40 0.
Well, you said 40.
We might score 40 at this rate, honestly.
Look at that. That's amazing.
There's a new tactic.
No, they just,
Very good at it.
yes. Wow. That round was huge too. It's number 18. Gets him right round his head.
Happy I'm not Irish right now. We weren't ready. Let's start again. Yeah, do-over. Do-over. What do you call that in golf when you get to take the shot again or something? A mulligan?
So they want to get beaten again, do they?
Oh, Richie. Is it 6 tries? Oh, I missed that one.
No, you missed that one too.
I shouldn't have missed that one.
Close.
It's close,
They
yeah.
both went. They both
Must
went
be
to the
getting
left-hand side
tired
of the
now. He's
post.
been on since the beginning. That's the problem.
Here's Geordie Barrett. He's on.
Yeah.
All 3 brothers now.
Yeah, I can't remember a time when they had 3 brothers playing for the All Blacks.
Bit more than
I think it's
Danger,
happened, but I
Japan.
can't remember when.
Oh no, they might not because their grandfather died, didn't they?
Yes.
Yes, their grandfather died.
No, the parents aren't here.
Yeah, during the week.
No, they're not. Oh, is this the guy you were talking about before, Mark?
Who's that?
This guy, the old guy that just came on.
Rory Best.
I think so.
Rory
Bulls
Best, I
are.
think he's the captain.
Oh, no, it's not the guy.
Best last game. Not the way you'd want to go out.
Yep.
Man, 34-0. And there's still 17 minutes left. Jeez. Switching on shortly, I'm absolutely gobsmacked tuning in late. What's happening to Ireland? Yeah, they're getting done, basically.
Let's go, Barrett's
The
good.
New Zealand player was not Leonard Brown with the mullet. Forgive me, it was Jay Goodhue, big lol. Yes. When you mentioned a bad haircut and you said Leonard Brown, I was curious, but yeah, it is. Goodhue's is the hairdo.
18 days. I didn't see that.
Who went off when Geordie came on? I missed
I
it.
don't know. They didn't tell us.
I was totally in trouble.
Did he get somebody round the neck? Okay. I'd like to see that.
Oh, they've got Cadbury on.
Yeah, Carberry might as well get to go.
He must give you a reserves a run, eh?
Yeah, it's that point where you can probably. Oh, has he missed touch as well?
Yep.
Oh, my lord. Whoa, what are the All Blacks doing?
Rich. That was a bit silly.
It wasn't.
You almost gave away a try then.
Wow. That definitely seems to be a tactic because they're doing that a lot. Every time there's a kick near touch, they're looking
Rich
to.
say, yeah, I saw that.
But he was on the ground when he hit the ball, so I thought it would have been out.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure
Well, he was out when he hit it,
Yeah.
but I guess the ball
But he
hadn't.
was on the ground though, wasn't
Yeah, he was,
He's meant to be in the air.
he? That's what I thought.
but the ball hadn't touched the ground.
No, the ball hadn't, but he was on the ground.
Was it Owen's first clean break? Maybe.
Tackle.
Stockdale's finally got the ball. He's not had much ball this game.
Well, they're still trying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, credit to them for not giving up.
Our gutsy side.
Are they the Six Nations championship?
Yeah, it was won by Wales.
Last year they were.
I think Ireland won it in 2018, didn't they, Mark?
Yep, they got a grand slam, I think, from memory. Somebody's pants came down. Add to a bit of excitement, man. 7 phases. They'd probably like to score some points.
Well, to be fair, they probably deserve some.
Mm.
Don't know. Always good advantage.
Carberry is probably a bit because he's very nimble, so he's one to take it to the line.
Playing advantage again.
Potential try, maybe. The All Blacks will want to keep them to 0 if they can.
Oh, he's a try.
Oh, he
He
dropped
knocked
it.
on. Oh no.
And
I think he'll go back for the penalty.
He will go back to the
They did so well to actually.
It should have been a try.
Yeah, it was
Little kick from Carberry. It hangs up perfectly for him. Just can't grab it. Henshaw. Looks like,
hasn't been their day. So
geez, nothing's going right. They've missed touch with their kicks, and the lineout's been good. Usually everything else is good, but the lineout's not good. But today,
They do have a scrum.
I mean, I think they've done a lot more tackles than us. They really have to defend their line.
Go on, mate. Throw someone else out of the way. Just for finale.
Hanson said maybe it was a trap.
Looks like we're going to be playing the
Can't even
motherland.
catch the ball.
England.
Hoping for a shutout.
We got before
Looks
the
like
game.
maybe not, according to what the chat's saying.
Sorry, Andrew.
How long have we got before the next game?
Next
A
Saturday.
week, yeah.
Be some sore bodies, aren't
They will
there?
Yeah. Mind you, England had a pretty hard game too.
Well, he's made up for it.
Hey! Oh, they're on the board.
He's made up for it. He dropped it a minute ago.
12 minutes to go.
At least the fans are still there in the crowd. They're not.
Yes.
They're not buggering off. Some fans
Mm.
We'll just take on.
just take off. Yeah.
The All Blacks shouldn't have left that hole over.
Nope.
A comeback, can they do it? What's the minutes? There's like 10 minutes to go. So probably not. There's probably
One thing
not
about
comeback
the,
on the cards.
It's taken them.
One thing about the Aussies storm, they had 2 or 3 chances to score and they blew it. And England just managed to get it off their line.
Mm.
And he's going to drop kick the goal.
Yeah, no point wasting any time.
11, 10 and a half minutes.
10 and a half minutes.
Oh, don't worry, the All Blacks want to score another try. They want that 40.
Did you take them?
Yeah, I didn't even actually mention that little scrum move and jink back inside, so it was a good try. Well taken. Pity for the game that it took 69 minutes. The All Blacks will be disappointed not to shut the Irish down to 0. Williams with a nice little offload.
I think it's going to be
Well planned try, yeah.
it's going to be Born against speed next week, I think.
Mm.
Running across field seems to be creeping into a lot of teams' games, eh?
Mm.
And he ran behind one of his own players, stopping our guy from getting it. He's not supposed to do.
You're not complaining about that when it's 34-7, are you, Mum?
No, I'm not, son, but it just seems to be creeping
Yes.
into a lot of the rugby you guys going across field trying to break the line.
Go, Julie.
Like Coram Betty did it a couple of times, and he's a really good
Japan
player.
v South Africa. What do we think about that one?
Most of it doesn't come off. You lose ground, don't you?
Oh, go.
Oh, ALB's just boosted
Oh,
tackle.
oh,
Oh, Perenara.
Somebody was supposed to be there.
Yeah, Perenara was there, but he didn't get the ball, did he?
Well,
They ran up the
All
flank.
Blacks have
They're
bombed a
playing
chance.
pride now.
They're starting to play a bit free and easy now, aren't they?
If Garrett was here, he'd be supporting Ireland because he loves green.
What?
If they got any more on the bench, they all on now. Some of the All Blacks are getting retired.
I think we've used most of our replacements.
Really?
Number 18 on the side. Oh, well done.
Who's that down on the ground?
Cole.
Whoa, Coles.
Go, go, go.
Bridge.
Bridge. Oh, well done.
Well done. Got that.
Okay, Andrew, you got your 40.
No, not yet. Got to get the kick over yet.
That's right
It's
out
under
in
the
front.
post.
Oh, you know.
Come on, Dawn Breaker, play the game.
I wanted a big
Wow.
Exactly.
Who picked this one?
That's all right.
This is bit of a massacre.
Well, at least
Man,
Ireland
it's
was
both the
scored.
quarterfinals where teams have conceded 40 points. And AB is injured. Yeah, in the lead up to that, one of the All Blacks guys is on the ground. I can't see who it is.
No. He's had a very good game. Nobody's played bad, have they?
No.
There you go.
Am I right in that he kicks it?
Yes.
40.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah,
41.
Reese happy. He's got the 40.
Take 41.
Sounds good.
41-7. Man.
One more and it'll be a 40-point difference.
Yes.
France have proven themselves before, but I don't think they'll get it this time. And that game against Wales is going to be tough.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
think now everyone wants to see New Zealand versus England.
Yep.
That's going to be a huge one.
It's going to be a good one.
Both teams have won pretty convincingly in their quarterfinals.
So that's on the same time next Saturday.
Have to have a look. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of aerial contact.
Oh,
Richie is ugly.
Geordie, is he all right?
Richie looks a bit uncomfortable.
He does.
He does. Looks like he might have been. Oh.
He's off.
Might be cramped, but
Could be.
I think it might be a bit more than cramp, son.
I
He's
think
got a
it's
stinger.
I think it's cream.
they used to use the magic spray. Whatever happened to the magic spray?
Yeah, they get a bit of sugar or something with a bit of salt or something.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yep. 5 minutes to play.
Well, I'll give the Irish credit for being brave.
They've still got the ball.
Magic water in my day. So we meet England next week. At least that game is earlier. What time is that game on, Jasmine?
Well, look out. They might score another one.
They might. Oh, maybe a bit offside there.
Getting very close.
Mm-hmm. Well, penalty.
Penalty try.
Penalty try.
Wow.
Did he score that?
Penalty try.
Penalty try.
Ooh, that's marginal.
Don't know.
Sorry, guys. Marginal, Nigel.
You don't need to kick the conversion for a penalty
No.
try.
No.
Oh, he's going to TMO it.
Yeah, you gotta be.
I think he's
really-
saying Todd's
If you're gonna
offside.
Try. You gotta be really certain what you're doing.
Well, let's watch.
I think he's saying Todd's offside.
Yeah. I don't think Reed's very happy, but anyway. He was definitely short.
Oh, he's going to get carded.
What?
He's going to get yellow
That's
carded.
harsh.
Well, that's a bit ridiculous.
That's
surely.
harsh.
Oh,
Sorry, Nigel. I know you're one of the best refs in the world, but I don't agree with that one.
I don't agree with that either.
It's pretty ridiculous.
What's he carded for? For
If you're going to
putting
get carded,
himself
guy, you got to
across
be
the
really sure what you're doing.
For being in front of the guy, for being
Yeah, he was
offside.
pushed sideways though when he did it. Look at him. He was pushed sideways when he did it.
He just kind of
It's
fell.
not like it was intentional. Yeah, no, that's as Tana Rumanger would say, guys. That's we're not playing tiddlywinks.
Well, that spoiled the game.
He was pushed there, wasn't he?
He
Yes,
kind
it
of
was.
fell and then
Yeah, no, he's not very unlucky.
I think that spoiled
Harsh.
the game.
Sorry.
Very harsh.
They're asking if Gary's always this polite, or is he just like not swearing because it's being broadcast to the world?
That's exactly right. Yep, well done. It's not you throwing your wally.
Yeah. I'm in line with you, Dead Grubber.
I just believe in fairness, and I thought that was really unfair. I know I'm a bit biased, but you know,
I think that yellow
had it
card,
been the Irish, I would have complained as well.
I think the penalty try was enough. I don't think the yellow card was warranted.
Usually, if you're penalised to give away a penalty try, you'll be carded as well for like cynical play. Generally, if somebody would have scored and you stopped it, then you'll probably get carded. Yeah.
Seems like it's got to be a bit of a sissy game.
It has. It has.
Anything that really have a penalty try is
You
going to be
think
really
about the
clear. I don't think that
games.
was that clear.
In the 50s, 60s, 70s, nothing like
Yeah.
this game.
John is off to sulk with a whiskey. Cheers, John. Bowden Barrett's man of the match.
Oh, okay. Hard to choose man of the match, really.
Aaron Smith, I thought would have gone
I
close.
would have thought he would have gone close too.
Hope the AB smoke England, lesser of two evils.
Coach keeps moving.
They're coming down. Congratulations to you.
Sorry, Joe, you're going home.
Yep.
But he is a good coach. He
It's
makes
not a
it-
nice way for him to go out
Not at all.
because he's had a really great career.
Oh, he's staying in Ireland, though.
Yeah, I know, but he's not going to be the
Is
coach.
he not?
Nah, he's retiring for family reasons.
Oh, okay.
He's staying in Ireland though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Hmm.
traitor. Off with his head.
Yeah, probably likes to be.
Come on, score another try.
Here's a try.
Go, Geordie.
Geordie Barrett gets a try, even though we've got a yellow card.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. Jordan got a try. Steve will be happy. Hansel will be happy.
Icon on the heads high.
22. He looks older.
Seb wasn't playing for them. Yeah, Connacht wrapped up his contract. Go to bed happy, just Jasmine. Yep.
Right
It's another week. Police looking for leads and desperate search for Ireland's defence coach.
Foster's happy. Foster's
Ireland's
happy.
defence coach is about to be their head coach.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I should think he would probably have the axe after this, wouldn't he? Defence coach? I don't think so.
I mean, Joe Schmidt's, he's Kiwi and he's done a fantastic job with Irish rugby.
Cheers for that, John.
They
Yeah,
hit their
man.
peak last year.
I probably haven't been as interactive as I normally would with the streams, but yeah, when it's New Zealand, I guess. I think this is the first time streaming a New Zealand game, at least the World Cup anyway.
Oh,
That's it.
Yeah.
But cheers, John. That's game.
46-14.
That's a very good performance.
Very good.
Well, that's game, guys.
Two Muslims.
That's game. That is game. So, pretty emphatic in the end. Oh, Quasi. Cheers, man. Thank you, bud. that's the game done. I'll get this review up.
Never in doubt.
Before I go to bed, but yeah, we still got 2 games to go tomorrow. I really feel sorry for Joe looking at him right now, but that's the way it goes, eh? Sometimes it happens. I'll be interested to see what happens with his career, but I know he's going to take a bit of a break, so kind of well deserved. Pity for him to go out on that, but All Blacks are the All Blacks. Sometimes they put 40 points on you, so yeah. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, morning, evening, whatever it is where you go, and
Yeah, goodbye, guys.
yes, you heard Gary saying goodbye.
Thanks for putting up with us.
Dawn, you can say goodbye.
Bye bye. Have a good night.
Yes.
We are.
Yes, they're having a good night, as you can probably tell. See you guys.